Hi, welcome to Bonita's Kitchen and thank you for joining us. What I'm going to be making today is a delicious batch of braided breadsticks. Our recipe today only got a few simple ingredients and I'll tell you them as we go. So let's get started. So we'll just need 1 cup of warm water and a teaspoonful of yeast, regular, traditional or fast rising, and just toss it on into the water. And 1 teaspoonful of sugar. We're just going to mix that around and set it to the side to rise for about 5 minutes. We're going to be putting in here 2 cups of white flour, all-purpose. It's 3 cups in total, but I'm going to keep 1 cup for mixing it all together to keep that to the side. Half a teaspoonful of sea salt or salt of choice, and just mix that in like that. That's it. We're going to be using 1 large egg. Just break it into a separate bowl and then mix it in lightly. So I got about a tablespoonful or a little bit more of butter. You could use margarine and melt it. Then I'm going to be tossing in the egg and the butter in the center of the flour. And then I'm going to reach for my yeast and toss that on in there. That's all you need to do there. Now we're going to mix it together. So you're pretty much going to mix all that together. You can do it by hand with a wooden spoon, or you could use your kitchen aid with a hook. And just mix it in for about 3-4 minutes, getting all of the flour and the ingredients mixed in together. Taking it down from the sides like this. So after you've mixed it for a little, toss in a little bit of the dusting of the flour. Now I'm saying I have about 3 cups of flour. If you need a little bit more, that's fine. But also we'll need a little bit of flour for putting on the counter when we start to cut the dough out into little pieces to make it into braids. And I'll show you that as we get closer. So just gradually mixing in the flour and putting it on through like this. After you've mixed, like I was saying, 2 to 3 minutes with your wooden spoon or with your hook on your mixer, take it off, use your hand, of course a clean hand, and just work the dough together until it forms into a ball, dusting it again lightly with some more of that flour. So all you're going to do is knead down into the dough, folding it inwards like this, flipping it over, doing the same and dusting with the flour. And that's all you need to do there. So all I'm doing here now is forming it into 1 round dough. Of course, I'm going to put the sign of cross on my dough. We're going to cover it with a piece of parchment paper, then with a towel, and let it sit in a sunny window, or you can put it in the oven with your light on and put the timer on for 30 minutes. But don't put the heat on, just the light, or again in the sunny window. And what I'm going to do now is reach for one I already got made, and let's get started on the next step. So what I'm going to do next is lightly dust the countertop with some flour, and then I'm going to take the dough that's been rising for 30 minutes, put it down on the countertop, and now I'm going to show you what's next. So what we're going to do here now, we're not going to deflate the dough, just going to spread it out a little, and we're going to cut it into about 18 to 21 pieces of dough, little tiny pieces like this, and that's what we're going to use to make those braids. And I'll show you that. Okay, sometimes when you're cutting the dough, you might have some that's a little bigger than others. So just take it and push it down and under the bottom of the other piece that's a little smaller. So now what I'm going to do now is show you how to roll this out. They're about 1.5 inches to 2 inches thick is what you need to cut, and then we're going to roll it out to about 7 to 8 inches long. So pretty much all you're going to do is roll it out by putting your 2 hands down, rolling it outward like this till you get the size that you need. You can go thinner if you want to make smaller braided breadsticks. You're going to take 3 pieces, put it together like this, touch down to stick them together like that. And now what you're going to do is braid. So you're going to bring one over and take the outer side, bring in, and keep going back and forth like this, braiding them together and then pinching the bottom, and it's going to look like this. And then put it on a sheet, cookie sheet with some parchment paper. So pretty much when you're doing this, do only 3 at a time, and this way it's not going to kind of start to rise again, and then you got to roll it, and you would just roll the 3 balls out into about like you said, about 7 to 8 inches long. You can go even longer if you want to make it a little longer. So pretty much that's all we're going to do there, looking like this. I'm going to put it over onto my cookie sheet. I'm going to continue doing these, and then I'll show you what I do next. So this is coming along nice here now. This, like I said, it's not a long process, but it's fun. You can get your kids, your grandkids to help you, and maybe you're just, like you said, you want to make it a little bit more like that, but that's it, as good as that. So I'm going to be doing the last one here, and so pretty much fold over as if you're braiding your hair, and pinch it together. Now what I'm going to do here now, I got about a tablespoonful of regular butter, tablespoonful of garlic butter. I'm going to melt that down, and we're going to do half and half with just glazing the dough. So pretty much we're going to take the regular butter and glaze over the top of these, because maybe you might have a family member that don't want garlic butter on their braided breadstick. So you're just going to do the regular butter first, glazing, and then get the garlic butter and glaze over the top of that one. So now what we're going to do is get these ready to rise for a little bit, and I'm going to tell you along. So after you've finished glazing them with some butter, and if you want to use olive oil, you can use olive oil, and maybe you want it like it is and sprinkle it with cheese, you can do that as well. Take a piece of parchment paper, cover it, and then take another towel and cover the top and put it there in a warm place again for about 20 minutes to rise. When it's risen, I'm going to show you what it looks like, and then we're going to get it ready to bake. So after your braided breadsticks are risen for that 20 minutes, take them out of the warm place that you have put it, and put your timer on for 30 minutes and your oven on 350 degrees of heat, Fahrenheit. Put them in there, and then I'm going to show you what they look like when they come out. Absolutely delicious. Our braided breadsticks are baked. A play on words. It smells absolutely amazing in here. Now I'm going to glaze them with butter again and show you what they look like. So you just top them a little bit again with the garlic butter for the garlic braided sticks and the regular butter for the other side. Now I'm going to take one and show you what it looks like. Now just look how delicious they are. I mean, braided just beautifully, nice and golden brown on the bottom. And just watch, it's so hot there now. It's too hot to touch. And just look at the inside, so delicious. We got some turkey soup here that we're gonna have with ours today, but so good. Delish. I can't wait for you guys to make this bread. This braided bread or the breadsticks is one of our favorites to have with soup and stews. And of course I'll share a few of those with you. But so nice. Warm, tender. I can just eat these all day, and I know Raymond's over there waiting for these.
Oh, you better believe it. I can
Dip it in my soup.
I can picture the turkey soup yet and one of those breadsticks now yet.
Delish. If this recipe interests you today and you want your copy, we're going to post it at the bottom of this link here on YouTube. We're going to make it available as well on www.bonitaskitchen.com and as well on our Facebook page. I love working with dough, and I got many recipes available on our website and again here on YouTube that you could view, and I'll share a few with you on this link. We won't take up any more of your time because we know it's precious. So from our kitchen to yours, thank you for joining us today. Stay safe and have a wonderful day. And don't forget to join us again on Bonita's Kitchen.
Join us by the sea, a journey in culinary, always an open door. Bonita's Kitchen to yours. Bonita's Kitchen, to yours.